India would be hosting its first Waves Summit in some time now, and there are so many competitions, championships happening around it. One of them is the Young Filmmakers Challenge, which is co-organized by the Whistling Woods International. We have Chaitanya Chinchlikar with us. He's the business head. He's also the chief technology officer over here at the Whistling Woods International. And let's talk to him all about Waves. Sir, welcome to DD India.
Thank you. Good
First,
to be here.
very basic question. What is Waves and how is it going to help India, to be on the international map in creativity?
Sure. So, Waves World Audio Visual Entertainment Summit is India's first global summit which encompasses the entire media and entertainment industry, which includes film, animation, gaming, fashion, music, design. It includes esports. It will include all other verticals which are part of the media and entertainment industry. And that's really what we will be doing. We will be showcasing our best to the world. We will be showcasing what our businesses have done, what our industries have done, what our the world that we live in, which is our media and entertainment industry. We will be talking about the content that we are making. We will be talking about how the world has grown, how the what are the successes that the world has achieved in creative arts and performing arts education. Waves has multiple parts. There's the conference where you've got the best of the best from the world coming in and talking on the same stage and showcasing their quality. Then you have the bazaar, the market, which will give great opportunity to Indian original IP creators to pitch, as well as people who have ideas, for films, for animation, for games. That's the second part. Third is the showcase, where we will be showcasing some of our best work that's done in various areas of the industry. And then there'll be a whole e-gaming and an esports and a gaming zone. There'll be booths where people will be, production houses and other companies will be around. So it's going to be like a 4-day mega global extravaganza related to the media and entertainment industry. Now, this is essentially one of three pillars, which will become India's success story, or it will become the path for India to become a global champion, right, in the media and entertainment industry. Now, just like we had TOPS, which is Target Olympic Podium Scheme, where we dedicated resources and we dedicated government time, money, energy, effort, will, and brought the right talent together to make sure that India becomes a success story in the world of sports, right? And that we are on the Olympic podium on a more regular basis. Think of this as tops for the media and entertainment industry. So, and this is one pillar of three, which will allow us to do that.
Okay. You mentioned about the media and entertainment industry and the pillars. What are the other two pillars that we are talking about, and how we are going to be engaged in those particular two pillars?
So for any country to get genuinely global, world class at the top level, you need three things. You need government will, you need government ability, and that has been amply showcased. There is a film policy. We have a new cinematography bill. We have a new animation, visual effects, gaming, comics, and XR policy, India's first national policy. We have the setting up of the IICT, the Indian Institute of Creative Technologies, which will focus on that. 3 days ago, the government just announced a $1 billion fund for original IP creators of all kinds. So the will is clearly there, and they're willing to put the money behind it. They're willing to put their money where their mouth is, right? So that is one part. The second part is Waves. And something similar to Waves, where it's essentially bringing the world to us and taking India to the world. Until that meeting happens, you're really not engaging with the best of the world. And within India, we can keep doing this as much as we want. But until you actually go out and engage with the best of the world, it doesn't happen. So there is government will, efficiency, money, all that. The second is the bringing the world to India and taking India to the world, and then working with them as peers. And the third pillar is talent, and talent development and talent management, and making sure that we have the not just the intention but the ability to compete with the world, right? So these are the three pillars.
So you mentioned about these three things, and the last pillar you mentioned was talent.
Talent, yeah.
Now we're talking about talent, and there are talents that are coming out from regional areas, from tier 2, tier 3 cities, and those areas where the potential has not been tapped yet. These championships or these competitions, the one that you have, young filmmakers, how do you see the entries, the kind of content that they have been able to do, and from here, what kind of platform these budding artists have?
Sure. So, let me just take half a step back and talk more about talent in general. See, everybody is talented.
Yeah.
We all in India, in most states, most cultures, most communities, learning an instrument is part of their upbringing, right? Like, I could never imagine my life without learning an instrument. So, for example, I played the flute in the school band. I also tried to learn the tabla, not very well, but I tried to learn it, right? And it was a rite of passage. It's something that you just do it while grow up, right? You do plays and you do learn an instrument, seriously learn an instrument. What happens is when we get to school, the entire mindset changes because what we see is the main subjects are physics, chemistry, biology, sciences, maths, languages, social studies, history, geography, civics, and all the creative and performing and entertainment is all extracurricular. The moment you use the word extracurricular for something, it loses dignity in the minds of parents and students. And parents and students stop thinking of it as a serious subject. It is serious education तो ये है, sciences है, ये तो extracurricular है, right? So you literally beat that talent out of the child. And you beat that potential out of the minds of the parent and the student, which is just horrible. So we haven't fully been able to de-Macaulayize our education. And that is really what is needed. And that is what the new education policy does. By bringing in interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary education, by bringing in the ability to have foundational education in creative arts, performing arts, narrative arts, design thinking, lateral thinking, creative thinking, to be able to prepare a wholesome student to prepare a student to be as successful for higher education in media and entertainment as they are in the sciences or the maths or the languages or history, right? So this is now starting to happen, and this over the next 10 years we will start to see that happen, right? The second thing is when they get to higher and technical education, that is where you have the second, I would say, step, where you now need to have great infrastructure. I mean, you're seeing some of it here. You need to see great infrastructure married with great faculty, married with an outstanding global advanced curriculum, which will then take this beautiful raw material that has come out of the 12th grade and prepare them to be on the global level as a global challenger, as a media and entertainment professional. We have to remove these silos of creative and technical, right? Every technician is an artist, every artist is a technician, and they both understand the business. That is the only way that we're going to achieve global success in the media and entertainment industry. So this is the third pillar about talent. Now, where does YFC, where does Young Filmmakers Challenge, as well as the 30 other challenges that are being run under Waves, where do they fit in? So where they fit in is, we already have this talent in schools. We have this talent out there. This is an ability to reach out across the entire media and entertainment industry, across all age groups, right? So the Young Filmmakers Challenge starts at age 12 and runs till age 19 with two categories, right? So 12 to 15 and 16 to 19. And we had over 1,000 registrations from all across India, and we shortlisted them down to the top 10 in each category. And then we brought them over for a 2-day workshop where they did some hands-on training on digital video production and then actually sat down and presented their films to Amol Gupte, the celebrated filmmaker, who then gave them inputs based on, okay, this is how you could have approached, this is what you could have done, etc., etc., etc. Now, after this, they will go and reshoot the films to be submitted for final jury at Waves, right? Also at Waves, all these finalists will be there. Similarly, There will be finalists of the gaming challenge, of the comics challenge, of the poster design challenge, of the battle of the bands, of the music video challenge. So there are 30 such challenges. Now, what you will have at Waves is the best of the best of the best in these 30 challenges in this year. And they now, so the best of young filmmakers get to see what the best poster design looks like, what the best games look like, right? So now you are enabling almost intermingling of some of the best creative minds in the country, right? So that's why these Create in India challenges are so important, because it is reaching out and it's tapping into that potential which may or may not be tapped by the commercial, professional M&E industry, and putting them all together in a space to allow them to grow, right? So this is where Young Filmmaker Challenge and other challenges fits into the third pillar.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much for talking to us and explaining us so beautifully, yet so simply. And definitely, the Waves, the entire summit is definitely an amalgamation of the best of the best of the best. And this will definitely put India on a map where the international community of the media and industry will have something to look forward to, and India will definitely become a leader. With camera person Gaurav Kagra, this is Shama Mishra for DD India, Mumbai.